Let's go ahead and find our way to a child's pose. Bringing those big toes together, knees apart. Allow yourself to land in your body. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Long, slow breath out. You made it. Right? You're on your mat. Take a moment to drop into your body as relax the shoulders a little heavier, the hips a little heavier. Deepening the breath. Beginning to walk the hands over to the right side of the mat. Lengthen out the left side body. Inhale begins to bring those hands back through center. Exhale over to the left side of you. Same thing. Open up that side of the heart. And then inhale begins to bring the hands back through center. Pause for just a moment here. Beginning to set your intention for today's practice. What does that need to be? What does that need to look like for you? Take a few deep breaths as you allow that to settle in. And holding on to that intention as we begin to move throughout this practice today. Inhale is going to rise us up. Neutral tabletop. Stack shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Inhale for a cow spine. Exhale for cat, curl up and in. Two more just like that. Really lengthen the lowest part of your belly as you roll through the spine. Coming back into a neutral place. Make sure the shoulders are right on top of the wrists. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Press in the hands. Lift the knees off of the mat. 3 rounds of cat and cow from here. Inhale, pull up through the belly. Exhale, push. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, push. Last one, really building some heat here. And push. Go ahead and press your way all the way back into a downward facing dog. You can roll over the toes or flip them before you head that way. Making sure the down dog is a great alignment for you. Inhale, roll forward, shoulders stacked right on top of the wrist. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Let's do a few more of those like a wave. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Lengthen through the crown. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more just like that. Big full breath. Inhale, rises us high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Step walker, hop your way there. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Shoulders back, belly lifts. Exhale, fold, knees can bend, drop your head. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain, reach to the sky, open the heart. Exhale, forward fold, empty the breath. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, tall mountain, reach up, open up. Right hand grabs the left wrist, pull to the right side of you. Inhale brings us back through center. Switch that grip. Exhale over to the left. Inhale back through center. Release that bind. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Heavy head here. Catch that ragdoll arm bind. Sway side to side. Come back to your breath. Bring yourself back to the intention that you set for this practice today. Gently releasing those hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Palm the mat. Find your way back to that plank. Choose your chaturanga flow or skip it. Find downward facing dog. Landing in that downward facing dog. Take a cleansing breath in. Let it go. Inhale, right leg to the sky, 3-point. Find some movement here, rolling that right ankle around one direction and then the other. Coming back towards stillness, square the hips. Exhale, cheetah, nose to knee, shift and lift. Inhale back to 3-point. Exhale, cheetah, nose to knee. Hold, don't hold your breath. Tap the toes down to the earth. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back up, 3 points. Exhale, runner's lunge, foot between the hands. Reach and lengthen out long here as we revolve left hand down. Right hand comes to your thigh or all the way up to the sky. Half goddess arm here. Really peel heart open towards the ceiling. Lengthen the chin away from the chest. Inhale, reaches that right hand to the sky once again. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Step it up. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, open out. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Drop your head down. Nod the head, yes. Turn it side to side, no. Come back to center. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to heart center this time. Shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Drop it down. Walk hands over to the left side of you. Relax the head and the neck. Turn it side to side. Nod it yes. Slowly come back to center. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, hands to the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, tall mountain, reach up, look up. Little bit of a back bend here. And then lift through the core as you exhale, forward fold, empty out. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Slide your left foot back. We'll begin a right runner's lunge. Heart and eyes reach forward. Back knee comes down. Inhale, modified crescent. Lift and lengthen out. Exhale, split prep. Begin to fold over that right leg, lengthening out top of the head away from the tailbone. Right hip slides down even with the left. 2 more rounds of breath. Inhale begins to roll forward into that active runner's lunge. We're going to find 3-point. Right leg lifts to the sky. Keeping the hips nice and square, start to roll forward high plank, and that right foot can come down to the ground. Stay here and breathe, or exhale, flow, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back downward facing dog. Cleansing breath in and out. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky, 3-point. Roll through that ankle one direction and then the other. Relax the top of the head down. Press into your fingertips as we exhale, cheetah, nose to knee, shift and lift. Inhale back to 3-point. Next exhale takes us back to cheetah and hold. Keep breathing here. Tap the toes to the earth. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back up to 3-point. And as you exhale, find a runner's lunge, foot between the hands, lengthen long. Back leg is strong and straight as we revolve, right hand down, left hand to the sky. Half goddess arm here, peel the chest towards the ceiling. Press out of that right shoulder, lengthen chin away from chest. 3, 2, and 1. Reach that left hand to the sky as we exhale, forward fold, step up slowly to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, shoulders back. Exhale, fold, release, let it go. Take a bend in the left knee as the right hand reaches to the sky, heart forward, tailbone back. 1 more breath here, really opening up. And then exhale, fold, let it all go. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, other side, right knee bends, left hand lifts. Pull in through the belly, out through the heart. And then we'll exhale, top hand comes down. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, tall mountain. Open out goddess arms, lift through the core as you press the hips forward. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, empty it out. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, slide the right foot back. You'll be in a left runner's lunge, lengthen out. Back knee down, inhale, modified crescent, sitting into that right hip flexor. 1 more breath, relax shoulders. And then we'll exhale into a split prep. Pull back through the core, hands to the earth or blocks, folding over that left leg. Lengthening as long as you can, relaxing what you can. Inhale's going to start to shift us forward back into that runner's lunge, and we'll find our 3-point as the left leg lifts to the sky. Leaving it lifted here or lower it as we find chaturanga, shifting forward, lifting through that belly. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale takes us back, downward facing dog. Slow, full breath in. Longer, slower breath out. Slowly bring the knees down to the earth. Find puppy pose. Walk the hands towards the top of the mat. Reach the tailbone to the sky. Melt the chest out and down. Forehead can rest to the earth. Chin can rest to the earth. Or you can also support yourself with any props here. Engaging through the core. Opening those shoulders out and down. Slowly starting to make your way back up to a downward facing dog. Take your time. How does this down dog feel? Check in with yourself in this moment. Don't label it good or bad, right or wrong. Just check in. Inhale's going to send our right leg to the sky, 3-point. Take a bend in this knee stack to open your hips. Right leg reaches high to the sky, 3-point. Exhale, runner's lunge, foot between the hands. Revolving here, left hand down, right hand to the sky. Let's open out, half goddess arm. Inhale, go extended here. Reach that arm overhead, away from the back heel. And then we're going to rise, warrior 2. Spin the back foot flat. Bring the arms out and open. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, side angle. Forearm to the thigh or hand to the earth or a block as we go for a half or full bind here. Top arm reaches around the low back. Maybe you're able to grab a hold of that right thigh as you scoop the hip down and open. Pressing into the outer blade of that left foot, just a little bit more ground down. Gently, slowly releasing any bind that you have here. Inhale, straight leg, peaceful warrior. Reach up, press those hips forward, open up through that side body, and then exhale to triangle. Lengthen, reach, hinging at the waist. Right hand can come to your shin blocker all the way down to the ground, but roll open through that heart space. Right, let the left arm fall behind you just a little bit more. And I don't mean disengage from the shoulder, because that's what that will look like, but keep that line open from the heart and let it rotate from there. Relax the back of the neck. Now, as we start to go extended, top arm's going overhead. It's going to start to reach down towards the ground. We're coming into a wide-legged forward fold. So reach and then begin to rotate those feet parallel to the short edges of the mat. Drop the top of the head down. Relax the back of the neck. Take an inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Maybe you grab hold of ankles here, pulling chest through the thighs, or any other arm variation. If the head is all the way to the ground, start to walk the legs closer together so you have more space here. Lift up through the belly button. Squeeze those sit bones towards one another so you're pulling in and up. Really activating that high hamstring so we don't overstretch. Now relax the head. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Toes out, heels in. We're now in like a goddess variation. Start to rock side to side, sending the knee back. Maybe you rock up onto your heel here, really dropping through the tailbone, lifting up through the belly. Bring the hands to the thighs, coming to stillness in this goddess. Lift up through the crown of the head, send the tailbone down. Hands are going to lift high to the sky as we rotate crescent lunge to the top of our mat. So you're rotating onto the ball of that left foot. Right knee stays bent. Knees and toes in the same direction, so adjust as necessary. Back knee is going to hover to tap as we open up goddess arms. 5, 4, lift the belly. 3, 2, and 1. Come back out, crescent lunge. Fold as you straighten the front leg. Wide-legged hamstring stretch here. The back heel may not touch today. Relax the top of the head down. Start to soften the right knee. Reach your hands forward. We're going to pull our left knee into our chest like a standing folded stork. Pull nose to knee. Right knee might be a little bent. It's okay. Look forward. Find that stork pose. Ground down through all those little stabilizer muscles in that right foot. Squeeze that leg up and in. Coming back into our crescent lunge, left foot reaches to the back of the mat. Heart and eyes reach forward. Hands come down and we're going to revolve again as the back knee comes down. Right hand is going to start to reach back for that foot or ankle quad stretch. So you can stay twisted here, or you can work towards peeling the heart forward, really lengthening out from the back knee all the way up through the chest. Chin to chest, last 2 breaths. Gently release that foot down. Find your way back to 3-point. Right leg lifts to the sky. Leave it lifted or grounded as we inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back downward facing dog, belly button up and in. Big full breath in. Long, slow breath out. Shift forward, child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. This time we're going to bring the hands to prayer overhead. Really opening up that heart space. Walk the elbows towards the front of your mat about 1 inch further and then drop the hips back and down. Gently relax those hands back down to the earth. Reset that intention that you set for practice today. Breathe it in. Let it go. Downward facing dog. Here we go. As you inhale, left leg lifts to the sky, 3-point. Take a bend in this knee, stack to open your hips. Shoulders are nice and square down to the earth. Head is neutral here. Inhale back to 3-point. Exhale, runner's lunge, foot between the hands. Revolving here, right hand down, left hand to the sky. Half goddess, arm open out. Squeeze those inner thighs towards one another. Lift through the belly. Go extended here. And then we'll inhale, rise for a warrior 2. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, side angle, half or full bind. Strong foundation here. Gently release that hold. Inhale, straight leg peaceful warrior. Lift up through that inner thigh, reach up, hips forward. Exhale into triangle. Hinge at the waist, left hand to your shin. Blocker all the way down to the earth. Top arm is going to start to fall heavy. Remember, it stays engaged. So lengthen out of those fingertips. Top hand starts to go extended. Reach it down towards the ground. Wide-legged forward fold. Slow transition here. Drop and release that head down. If you want to go upside down, feel free to take an inversion here. We'll take about 10 breaths. If you want to stay in this wide-legged fold, maybe you go for a bind, interlacing the fingers, letting the arms fall heavy overhead. Yeah, and then all kinds of other options here. Breathing wherever you are. Finding ease in each moment. Last 2 breaths. And then wherever you are, let's inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Turn those toes out, heels in. Rocking side to side. Start to bring those hands up. And then stay here, press up high onto the balls of your feet, find balance. Stay here, open those arms out wide like a T. Pull the bottom of the ribs in. Reach to the crown of the head. Slowly lower the heels. Inhale for star. Exhale, have a seat for goddess. Crescent lunge to the front of the mat, arms to the sky, rotate, squeeze in through that belly. 5 knee taps here and goddess arms open out. And lift. Almost there, guys. Breathe. And lift. 3 more. 2. And 1. Starting to fold over, straighten that front leg, lengthen nice and long here. Relax the head, relax the neck. How can you maintain that length in the spine? Pull that left hip back. Lift through the belly and then relax. Shifting into that folded stork here. Bend the front knee, reach forward. Right knee pulls up and into the chest. Really hug that knee in. Squeeze to the core. Look forward, stork pose. Lock in that low belly. Lock in those stabilizer muscles. Shifting back into our crescent lunge. Revolve side angle, right hand down, back knee down. Reach back for that foot or ankle quad stretch. Staying twisted here, start to peel that heart forward. Gently release that back foot down. Tuck the toes, find that active runner's lunge. 3-point as the left leg lifts. Lifted or grounded, we'll inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back downward facing dog. Big full breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale, roll forward, high plank, side plank, right hand down, left hand to the sky. Take your variation here as the right knee can be down for a modification. The left leg can lift to the sky, or take any other variation you're working on in this moment. Last breath here. Exhale, top hand down. Choose a chaturanga flow or skip it, find downward facing dog. Move with intention through your body. Stay away from autopilot. Slow breath in, take a deep bend in the knees as you exhale, melt the chest back and down. Inhale, roll forward, high plank, side plank, left hand down, right hand to the sky. Pushing the ground away from you, reaching up through that left side body. Exhale, top hand down. Choose that chaturanga flow or skip it, find downward facing dog. Cleansing breath in. Cleansing breath out. Inhale, right leg to the sky, 3-point. Take a bend in this knee, stack to open your hips. Stay here, flip your dog if that's for you. Always, always variations you can play with here. Slowly finding your way back to 3-point, right leg lifts. Exhale, cheetah, nose to knee, shift and lift. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, cheetah, nose to knee, hold, don't hold your breath. This time the whole knee comes down and back up. 5, down, 4, 3, 2, whoo, and 1. Come right into our runner's lunge, foot between the hands, heart and eyes reach forward. Inhale, rise, full crescent. Bringing the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, press down, open the heart, maybe lift the gaze. 3, 2, pull in through that belly. And 1, crown of the head reaches to the sky, shift forward, bound stork. So hold that bind, left knee pulls up and in. Stay here, begin to fold, extending out through the left leg, reaching those knuckles to the sky. Come back up, dancer pose. Gently release that bind. Left hand reaches back for that foot or ankle. Right hand reaches to the sky. Stay here, begin to kick that foot into the hand. Lifting up to the heart space. And as we gently release, we're going to hug our left knee into our chest and let it go. A little swish and sway side to side. Oh. Let's get through the other side. You ready, guys? This is going to be fun. Sweep those hands to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let it go. Big full breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Let it go. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold, palm the mat. Find your way to plank, lower all the way down to your belly. Sphinx pose, slide the elbows underneath elbows underneath the shoulders. Ground down to those fingertips. Press into the tops of the feet. As you lift the belly, peel the heart forward. Look over the right shoulder. Look over the left shoulder. Come back to center. Elbows pop out to the side. Little shift in the hips, side to side. Coming back, child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. Reset that low back. Downward facing dog. Final ride, guys. Here we go. Inhale, left leg lifts. Take a bend in this knee, open up. Stay here, flip your dog if that's for you, or any other modification or variation. Slowly finding your way back up to that 3-point, left leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, cheetah, nose to knee. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, cheetah, and hold. Don't hold your breath. Knee taps to the earth. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find your way back to that 3-point. Whoopsies. Oh well. Runner's lunge, foot between the hands. This was a little bit of an easier transition up. Inhale, rise for crescent lunge. Bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Press down, open up. Slide that right hip forward, lift up belly. Crown of the head reaches to the sky, stork. So scoop the low belly in. Shift forward, right knee lifts into the chest. Stay here, begin to extend leg and fold in half. Right knuckles are reaching to the sky. Coming back up into stork dancer pose. Right hand reaches for that inside of the right foot. Left hand reaches to the sky. Kicking foot into the hand. Find that stability here. Breathe into the center of you. Slowly coming out of this dancer pose, right knee pulls into the chest, give it a big squeeze. Woo, and let it go, a little shift side to side. Come back to center. Inhale, sweeps our hands to the sky. Rise up high on the tippy toes. Squeeze and lock in the high inner thighs. And begin to lower hips to heels. Gently lower onto the bump. Extending those legs out in front of us, seated forward fold. Give them a little wiggle. Get the sit bones down to the earth. Maybe sit on the edge of a blanket if you need to add a pelvic tilt here. Inhale sits us nice and tall, and then exhale, let's just walk forward. Find our edge. Lengthen and lift the lowest part of your belly, and then start to soften the shoulders. Soften the neck. Soften through the crown of the head, the face. 7 breaths here. Really drop in. Release what you can. No forcing. Inhale brings us up nice and tall. Find length in the spine. And then bend the knees. Start to make your way onto your backs. Relax the low back. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Taking a final back bend here today, guys. And if you would like, which I'm going to take, a supported bridge, since we've done a lot of work in our hips and our pelvis, if you want a full back bend, please take it here. Talking you through supported bridge, we're going to grab our block. Slide it underneath our sacrum, which is that flat bony part right above the tailbone. So you shouldn't have the block on your spine at all. As you settle in here, let go of the muscles in your belly, your low back, your hips, your shoulders, your neck. 3 more breaths. If you're in that active back bend, pull belly button down towards the spine. If you're in a bridge pose, slight tilt of the chin towards your chest will open up the back of the throat. Last breath. If you have this block underneath you, slowly press into the feet. Slide that block out to the side. Begin to lower the hips down to the ground wherever you are. Relax all the muscles you can. And then you choose feet together, knees apart, or feet apart, knees to touch. Maybe one hand comes to your heart, one hand comes to your belly, and you take this moment to find gratitude for yourself. Maybe there are a lot of things that you have that you can be grateful for in this moment. Maybe it's just that you got up and you got on your mat today, which is beautiful and so important. Last breath here. And then we'll slide those knees into the chest, give them a nice big squeeze. Find your inversion, hip stand, happy baby, shoulders stand. Just get those feet above your heart these last few moments of practice. If you're in hip stand or happy baby, ground down to that lower back. Lengthen out through the crown of the head. If you're in that shoulder stand, looking straight up to your toes only. Really keep the weight on your shoulders and not on your neck. Last breath. Knees slowly come into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug here, guys. Allowing the knees to fall to the left side of you, arms open out wide, taking any twist that feels good here. The neck can be neutral or looking over that right shoulder. Knees start to come back to center, making any adjustments necessary, and begin to head over to the right side of you. Open up, expand, find heaviness, release. Knees come back to center, taking any final movement you need to take to complete this practice today. And as you're ready, releasing out into your Shavasana. That can be on your back, your side, your belly. Just get comfortable for the next few moments and allow your body to be still. Giving your nervous system a chance to reset. And your body and your mind begin to heal and integrate the practice that we just did. Slowly beginning to come back to your breath. Finding some gentle movement in the body as you slowly wake it up. It may feel good to rock onto your favorite side as we pause for a moment. Breathing in this practice. Checking in, how do I feel mentally, emotionally, physically in this moment without any judgment attached? And then as you're ready, begin to make your way up into an easy seated position. Bringing the hands to heart center. Forehead towards the fingertips as we close out practice today in a seat of gratitude. Gratitude for this moment, for this breath, for this practice. Gratitude for this journey, these lessons. We'll slide the thumbs up to the forehead as we find gratitude for one another. This amazing yoga community. Namaste, friends. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining us today here at Cat Harmon Yoga. I hope that you enjoyed this Vinyasa flow. This is also our Zoom class, one of our Zoom classes of the week. This is on Fridays, 12 to 12:45 Eastern Standard Time. If you would like to ever join us, head over to the website, catharmonyoga.com. The link is there and the password as well. Classes are always donation only. Super grateful for your support. That being said, if you would like to support me without donating, please click like to this video today. Maybe even subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out, and I am just so grateful for each and every one of you. Have an amazing day.